went to go look up that attic. Baby, you do not want to know what they found up in there. Hey guys, so we're back with another video. So for today's video, we're going to be talking about the time where I lived in a haunted house. A lot of stuff happened in this house. If you do not like scary stories, you might want to click off of this right now. Okay, so just to back note, so I'm 20 years old. When all of this stuff started and started happening, I was in like high school, ninth grade, just started ninth grade. So all of this happened in 2018. I will never forget this. This was like in the summer and stuff. And so I remember we were living in like townhouses and we were finna like move into this big house. And this was around like the middle of like July and stuff. And I've never seen a house, but my sisters and stuff, they did. Because I know I had to do something, so I wasn't able to like, see the house with everybody and stuff and like check out the rooms and like claim which room is ours and stuff. We get, in a new house, I'm checking all the rooms. The house is big, like it is so big and it's just nice. It's just really nice. And I did notice that they left some stuff there and I was just confused on why like they didn't take it with them. I'm like, if this was my stuff, I would have took it because, it's so beautiful, like why not? And it was giving very like rich, fancy, wealthy. I was like, why didn't you take this stuff? I'm like going through all the rooms and stuff and checking them, and I claimed my room. So I know my room that I had was like dark because I love black and like brown. So my like color of my room was like dark brown and stuff, and it was just really fancy. And it had like these big old long fancy curtains. And I was like, oh, this is fancy. But it did have like dust and stuff on there. But I just brushed it off. I was like, whatever, it's fancy though. Like I had my own room and stuff. And my siblings had their own room and stuff. And everything was just cool and stuff. I'm just checking like the rest of the house. I'm checking my mom's room. Her room is fantastic. Like she got a walk-in closet, stand-up shower. Her room is just fantastic. Like it is just so pretty. I'm like, what? Even my siblings' room, like their room was so gorgeous. Like everything was just like, oh. And then like we had the downstairs and stuff. The kitchen was really nice. We had like an island table and stuff. A big old living room. And then there's a basement downstairs, right? So when my mom like seen it, she was like, oh, I'm gonna make like this particular room, her hair salon, because she did do hair and stuff. And so she made it like her salon, like her hair salon. It wasn't like really fancy or nothing, but it wasn't bad because like everybody would think of the word basement and be like, oh, it's like scary. And so like the room, it didn't look scary or nothing. It wasn't like bad. And it wasn't really like one room, it was like two rooms. So if you like walk in the basement, it was like a room, and then it's like kind of like cut off because they got like this wall and like this other door, and then it leads to like another room and stuff, and then they got like another door where you can like go outside and stuff, and that's where our car was parked and stuff. As I'm checking like the basement and stuff, I noticed like there's this big fancy mirror. I'm like, what? Like, why did they leave this mirror? Like, it is so fancy, and it was like gold, and it was really huge. When I say it was huge, it was so huge and fancy to the point where I was like, I'm gonna put this mirror in my room. Like, what? We get settled in the house, and so a few months passed by. We started school and stuff. I'm in high school, by myself. My sisters, they're like in middle school. And so, everything's going fine until it wasn't. So I started dating this dude who's like 2 years older than me. To cut things short, he ended up moving in with us. And that's a whole nother story. Like, I gotta make a story time about that because it was so crazy. My mom, she ended up like working, and so she was like a paralegal, so she didn't have enough time to do like hair and stuff, but she still did it, but it wasn't like her main goal. Like she was, a paralegal and stuff. So I know my mom and stuff, she would complain about like the cat smell because we did have a lot of cats and stuff. And it was kind of my responsibility because I had taken like this one cat, and then we just started getting all these cats and stuff. And mom was like, I didn't really want cats in the first place, but since you brought, cats in the house, you got to take care of them. Like, you need to like make sure that cat litter is clean because I don't want, cats having fleas and stuff because we did have like a flea problem. And so my mom was on my butt and stuff. So I had to make sure I cleaned the cat litter like 5 times a day, feed the cats, wash the cats. Like, I was doing a lot of stuff for these cats. My mom, she stopped doing hair and stuff. So I would put the cat litter for the cats and like their food and stuff in the basement Another thing, like, I used to put the cats in the basement and stuff, like at night, because I noticed at night when we would leave the cats out, they would like pee all on the floor and stuff, and they would have like the house having a stench of like pee, and my mom, she was complaining about it. And then another thing is like at night and stuff, they used to jump on us like in our sleep to like lay in the bed, and I really didn't like that. So, you know, with the cats being cats, you know, they like to play around and stuff, so they would make messes and stuff in the basement. So I would make sure I clean the basement. Like, I'll sweep the floors, I'll vacuum the floors, make sure everything is right, you know, wash the cats, make sure they don't have fleas or anything of that nature, you know, make sure everything's good. I used to clean like the cats and stuff room. I used to always like look in the mirror and stuff, like just gaze at myself and stuff. I used to like always look at my mirror. Like every time I go in that room, I would just look at myself like a good 5 to 10 minutes, just look at myself with music, you know, blasting and stuff. I just always listen to music, you know, just looking at myself, admiring myself, because I was conceited. I'm still am, you know, but I was extremely like conceited and cocky about the way I looked and stuff. And so I just knew I looked good. You couldn't tell me nothing. But I used to always like admire myself in this one particular mirror. So I remember, like, you know, like I said, I used to like be the only one like cleaning after the cats and stuff, because I took in the cats and stuff. And so like just one time I went in the basement, right? You know, it was like a normal day until it wasn't. So I'm cleaning like the floor and stuff, and then feeding the cats, and then I hear like a name call my name out this mirror, and I'm like, what the fuck? Like, I'm tripping. I'm like, there's nobody in here but me. Everybody's in the kitchen and stuff. Because the way the basement was set up, it was like, it was the basement and there was a door, like, and it was like a kitchen and stuff, you know, and then like the living room, and then, you know, the stairs and all that. And so I was confused. I was like, what the fuck? You know, on me, I just brushed it off. I was like, whatever, like, oh well. So I just cleaned the stuff. I didn't talk to it about nobody, right? So tell me why, like, my auntie ends up moving in with us, right? And at first I was like, oh, I don't know why this lady like moving in with us. Like, I don't know her and stuff. Cause this was my first time like ever meeting her and stuff. She's like up north, and you know, all my family lives up there, and like my mom and my grandmother and my siblings the only one that live down here and stuff. Cut the story short, she ended up going to jail or something, because like she was in domestic violence, or she was beating her boyfriend or something. So we ended up getting her out of jail, you know, paid for the bond, and she ended up moving in with us. So my mom's like, oh, okay, so, you know, she's moving in with us, so she's gonna be using your room. And at first I was like, what? Like, why is she using my room and stuff like that? And I was just complaining. I was being like a B word. Like, I was acting like a B. So tell me why the same thing happens again. So I'm in the basement cleaning after the cats. Now this time my aunt, she's in the kitchen cooking food, and then we're finna like leave to go somewhere. So I'm cleaning after the cats. Tell me why the same thing happens again. And then call my name out the mirror. So my aunt's like, are you bringing dudes in the house? Like, I'm gonna tell your mom, like, are you bringing dudes in the house? And I'm like, no, like, this is not the first time this happened and stuff. Like, you know, I don't know what the fuck, I don't know, like, what's happening and stuff with this house or this room. Like, this is crazy. So, like, after, like, a couple of weeks, you know, me and my boyfriend's getting into it, and, you know, like, he's living with us, right? And, you know, he's fighting me. I was having, like, black eyes, you know, a busted lip, and so I couldn't go to school, right? So tell me why, like, I would like stay home and stuff, and I'll be the only one in that fucking house. Like, I'll be the only one in the house, and so I'll be downstairs, you know, making me something to eat, and then like I would hear like footsteps just running back and forth, like just running back and forth. I'm like, what? And so I'll go upstairs and check, you know, look under the beds, make sure like my siblings ain't like stay home or something like that, you know, because I'm like, what the, like, I know I'm not crazy, but I know I'm not schizophrenic. I'm not hearing nothing. Like, what? A lot of stuff just kept happening in that house, especially like at night and stuff. I would have like really bad sleep paralysis to the point where like, I remember this one night I went to sleep, and then something woke me up because I kept like hearing my name being called. I'm like, I know I'm not like schizophrenic or none of that shit. Like, what? And so like it woke me up, and so, you know, I'm just standing still. I'm trying to move and stuff, you know, and like yell for help, and I can't. I'm just moving my eyes and I'm seeing like big shadows and stuff. Now at this point I'm scared as fuck. Like I told my mom and stuff about it, and like ain't nobody like really believe me until it started happening to their ass, right? So I know like from that day forward, like I would sleep with the light and stuff on, but then I had to stop doing that and like get over my fear because I was running up the light bill and stuff, like keeping it on like all night and stuff. And so I know instead of like sleeping on my back and stuff, I used to get really bad sleep paralysis. I'm talking like every single day, like nothing would stop that from happening, like nothing. And so instead of sleeping on my back and stuff, I would sleep on my stomach. But then I thought like, oh, you know, I'm not gonna have sleep paralysis. Maybe when I tell you like that was the worst and stuff, because I used to think like, oh, if I sleep, you know, on my stomach, I'm not gonna have sleep paralysis anymore. Baby, no. I remember this one night I was sleeping on my stomach and I got woken up because I kept hearing something call my name, right? Tell me why, like, I'm trying to get up, right? I feel something like right on my back. Like, it's just right on my fucking back, right? And at this point, I'm scared as fuck. Like, I'm trying to yell what I can. And so I look it up, right? There's this thing, I'm not sure if this is correct or not, but this is like supposed to be like a folks tale, but it's about like this old lady. She like sits with people like when they're trying to sleep. It's an old hag or something, and she be riding people back and stuff while they sleep and stuff. It's really scary. You do not want to look it up. But I got over all of that shit. I was like, you know what? I'm gonna face my fear. Like, y'all can't get me out this house. And yeah, like I just kept like having issues and stuff, and then I'll be like only one at the house. I'm hearing someone calling my name. I'm thinking it's my mom and stuff, but I'm like, hold on, my mom's at work. She don't get off until this time. Like what? And the thing about it is, it wasn't like scary or nothing. When I was hearing something call my name, it wasn't scary. Like Nadia, it wasn't like that. It was just like, you know, a weird situation. Just so me being me, I would just not like be in the house. Like I would be outside with my friends, and I know I had like more guy friends than girlfriends, but it wasn't like I was sleeping with them. It was just like I just did not like to be in that house. Like it was just something in that house like that just threw me off. Like what? Everything was just crazy. Like I just couldn't believe that. I was like, what? And then the thing is, it wasn't really happening to me because it started just with me. Like I started noticing stuff, and then it's shifted like to my siblings and then to my mom and stuff. And so like after a while it just stopped fucking with me, right? After a while it just stopped fucking with me, and it started like going to like each person, and then it stopped, or it went to my mom, right? And so my mom, she was freaked out to the point where like she wanted like to check the house and stuff. And then look, tell me why we got an attic. Oh my god. And so at this point my auntie, she like moved out and stuff, so I got my own room back, right? The room that was, you know, pretty and it had the fancy curtains. I got my own room back. But the problem or the issue was, I think I was having all those issues and stuff, you know, with the sleep paralysis, because like the attic was right by my room. Like it was just freaking me out. Like the attic was right by my room. And so I remember like it was nothing. I remember I was in my room and everybody else went to go look up that attic. Baby, you do not want to know what they found up in there. Baby, the person who lived here before us, baby, they was doing some stuff. That's what I feel like. I know with me, I'm just hearing stuff like they're saying they found like a hand, a head, arms and stuff in there, and then they just ran down there and then latched back up because it was just overwhelming and stuff. And then guess what? We ended up like moving and stuff because this was the last straw. So I know I told you we had cats and stuff, right? Tell me why like they all died. They all died, and like, I buried like 10 cats in my backyard. Thanks for watching this video. So if you like this video, please like and comment and subscribe, and please let me know what other story times you would like for me to record and tell you guys about.